Don't talk to me about how I raise my child. There's some men out here that don't even deserve the title dad. They got a capital D. We take away the capital, give them a lowercase d. Alright, that's what they deserve. And they're lucky they get that. Yes, there's men out here that aren't the best, alright? Yes, there's men out here that are fools that shouldn't even have the title dad, okay? Because some men like aren't active, some men are fools, some men deny their children, some men just don't step up to the plate. Some men have kids everywhere and don't check for any of them. All right, we don't like that. We don't like that. We don't like that one here. We don't like it. Okay, we don't like it. I don't like it. Do you like it? I don't like it. But there's some men out here that are willing to invest time, energy, effort, provide, show up for their children, for their child. And then there's mums, right, that are making it complicated. There's mums that are making it awkward, are constantly putting barriers in place to make it difficult for the dad to be there for their child. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know if it's you, but we're going to talk about it because it's not okay. It's not okay. And again, you might be thinking, who are you? Who are you talking to? It's not your business. Well, guess what? It's my video, so it's my business. My business. Okay, and you're probably thinking, like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? This is nothing to do with you. All right? Don't talk to me about what I do with my child. All right? But you're watching it. You're watching my video right now, so I'm gonna talk. All right? You're here. You don't like it, but I'm here. All right? And you're here too. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. So you must sit back and subscribe because you'll be back. You'll be back. And I love you too. Okay, thanks for coming through, guys. If you haven't already, follow me on Spotify, where I drop weekly, unfiltered, unscripted voice notes to chat to you guys a little bit more than I already do. Follow me on TikTok and check out my website, where I offer one-to-one support and a couple of workshops. You will find all the links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shan. Now, I don't know who I think I am, right? Addressing this issue. I don't know who I think I am addressing this issue, but I'm like, all right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Don't come for me. I don't know. Just don't come for me, okay? Like, some of you guys watching this right now are a mum, okay? And some of you guys right now are making it hard and difficult and awkward and complicated for the dad to see their child. And I'm not okay with it. Let me calm down. This video is for any mums who have a child, have children, and the dads want to be involved. The dad wants to be involved, and he's willing to put time, effort, energy. He's willing to provide. He's willing to be there for his child, right? But for some reason, you're making it complicated. For some reason, you're making it hard. For some reason, you're making it difficult for it to be a healthy relationship between him and his child or children. But it's one of those things that I hear quite often. I've been hearing quite a lot. And I'm like, I know there's two sides to every story, but there's some truth in some of these stories, okay? Because men get a hard time, okay? Listen, yeah, men get a bad reputation. I feel like men get a bad reputation quite a lot. Am I defending them? I feel like I'm about to defend them. I feel like I'm about to defend the brothers for a minute. I feel like that because I'm like, it's not okay. It's not okay. And especially when you know people that are going through it, it's like, hold on. Like, I know there's two sides to the story, but Now, I'm not talking about dads that are a risk to their child, okay? I'm not talking about dads that are a risk to their children. We're not talking about that. So get that out of your head for a second, okay? Because obviously if the dad's a risk to their child, then that's a whole different story. But again, not my business, right? We're talking about dads where there is no risk to the child's life. There's no risk to the child. And some mums, maybe you're watching this, you're making it hard. Why are you making it hard? Why are you making it hard? Why are you being complicated? Why are you being awkward? Why are you creating barriers for the dad to see their child? You've been awkward, you've been complicated, like you're making it harder than it needs to be, okay? And it's got to be spoken about. It's got to be spoken about because who is it affecting? Who is it affecting? Who is it affecting? you're trying to affect the dad, okay? But really, it's affecting your child. It's affecting your child. And the quicker you can get over the dad, the quicker it is for you to make this as easy as possible, okay? Like, there's dads out here that are willing and trying and are open to having a relationship with their child, and you're making it harder than it needs to be. And sometimes it's the hurt of how things are planned out, okay? Maybe the dad cheated, maybe he did you wrong, maybe he played games, maybe he gave you false hope. I don't know what it is, okay? Maybe you want to be with him and he's with somebody else. Maybe you thought you guys would be together forever and extend your family and get married and this, that and the other, and maybe it hasn't gone the way that you planned for it to go or the way that you imagined it will go, okay? And you're hurt. You're hurt, you're angry, you're bitter, you're frustrated, you feel disappointed, you feel like let down, okay? And maybe you guys weren't even in a relationship. Maybe it was a casual situation. I don't know your business, all right? I'm not here trying to get to know you. Or maybe I am. If it's you, all right? If it's you, don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? Like, don't make this harder than it needs to be. There's dads out here, that don't care for their children. Yeah, there's dads out here that deny their children, don't care for their children, aren't willing to provide for their children, having children left, right and centre, and like just not stepping up to the plate, not doing their role as a dad, okay? And there's dads out here that don't care, don't give a damn. Like, there's dads out here that don't do nothing, don't want to do nothing, and don't care, okay? And you watching this might be fortunate to have a man, right, a dad that is willing to be there for his child, and you're being a twat, you're being awkward, you're being complicated, okay? And yes, there's two sides for every story, but if that man is not a risk to his child, you need to take your focus off him, get over him, forgive him, and accept that the way that you thought it was going to be, it's not that. Yeah, accept that what you desired for it to be might not ever happen, okay? Accept that things haven't worked out the way that you wanted it to work out. Accept that, okay? Forgive him. And I know that it might hurt. I know that you might think, wow, he doesn't deserve the forgiveness. You might not want to accept what's happened, but you will set yourself free, okay? You will set yourself free from all of this, because it requires energy and effort to always move the goalpost, okay? Because you guys might make a plan for your child to go somewhere, or for your child to be somewhere, or your child to be with the dad, right? And because you're making it complicated, because you're being awkward, because you're trying to make it difficult, you're always moving the goalpost, and that's energy, okay? That requires headspace that you could be pouring back into yourself, okay? And redirecting all that energy into something positive. But you're not. You're making it hard, you're making it difficult, you're making it harder than it needs to be. But who is it affecting in the long run? Or even now, it might be affecting your child right now, okay? And I don't know what life you want your child to have. I don't know what future you want your child to have, but at some point, right, if you know that it's you that's playing these games, if you know that it's you that's making it hard for your child to have a healthy relationship with their dad and see their dad when they want, or when the dad's available, or when the dad's willing to show up, at some point your child's gonna know that it was you that was being a fool. At some point your child's gonna know that it's you that has been the difficult one, okay? At some point they're gonna know, and I don't know how that makes you feel hearing that, but don't let that be you, because you can do something today to turn this around, okay? And I think sometimes, you know what happens, yeah? People become prideful, okay? And because you've kept up with something for so long, you feel like you need to keep it up now, because if you change for the better, it's going to be noticed, okay? It's going to be documented, okay? And because of your pride, you're like, nah, I gotta stick to this now. And sometimes you know that you need to change. Sometimes you know that you need to do better. But because you've been doing it for so long now, you've got yourself in this cycle, okay? And listen, yeah, I believe both parties can be awkward and complicated in certain situations, okay? But this message is specifically for the mum. And it does make me really question, like, is the child being prioritised? Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not looked after. I'm not saying that they're not fed. I'm not saying that they're being neglected. But in a situation like this, is it your feelings that are being prioritised, or the child's feelings that are being prioritised? Because the moment you let go of the dad, and this hurt and this frustration and this anger and this bitterness that you have towards the dad, the more you can focus on the child's needs and what the child needs, okay? And the hard truth of it is you need to let go of the dad, okay? I don't know what he's done. Maybe he hasn't even done anything wrong. Maybe he's just moved on and is in another relationship, okay, and you're upset about that. Maybe you're just upset about that. Maybe things haven't gone the way you wanted it to go, okay? But the bottom line is your child should still be your priority, okay? Not him. He's not your priority anymore, okay? If you guys aren't together, your child's your priority. And you know what? There's enough drama in the world, okay? Like, children are already going to experience their own trials and tribulations as they get older, okay? What we don't want to do as parents is contribute to trauma, okay? And if we know better, do better. Because sometimes you might know that you can do better, but you're choosing not to, okay? And it is really about focusing on what is in your control right now. And if it's in your control to allow your child to have more access to their dad, allow the dad to show up when he wants to show up, allow the dad to take the child out, allow the dad to provide, do that, okay? Do that and put your feelings aside, because I'm sorry to say this, but it's not about you anymore. It's not about you anymore. It's not about you. It's about the child. It's going to take some forgiveness. It's going to take some forgiveness and acceptance. And forgiveness isn't for the other person, okay? Forgiveness isn't for the dad. Forgiveness is for you, okay? To let go of this weight that you're carrying, because it takes energy. It takes headspace for you to make things complicated, for you to make things hard, okay? And like I said, like, the world's already a mess. There's already crazy things happening. So the last thing you want to do is be a parent that contributes to their child's trauma. Forgiveness isn't easy, okay? And forgiveness isn't an overnight thing, okay? Forgiveness might be something that you have to do daily. You're setting yourself free, okay? You'll become more liberated. You'll have more headspace by forgiving. I feel like at the root of all of this is hurt, is unforgiveness, is anger, is bitterness, is rage, and all of those emotions, okay? And those emotions aren't serving you, okay? If anything, they're possibly eating you up, which is then being projected onto the child, okay? And which then they can take into their adult life, okay? And cycles can repeat themselves. And this is why I say, what life do you want your child to have? What future do you want them to have, okay? Because I feel bad for men. Like, men do get a bad reputation, okay? And let's be honest, there probably are a lot of whack men out here that are just dudes. There's probably a lot of men out here that are dudes, right? Dudes, like, straight up dudes that don't even deserve the title of dad. Yeah, don't even deserve the title of dad. Mate, like, you've got to spell that in lowercase. What do you mean capital D? You don't get the capital D, you get the lowercase d. You're lucky you get that. But there are some men that want to be active. There's some men that want to be present. There's some men that are heartbroken that they don't get to see their children when they want. They can't take them when they want. They can't provide when they want. They're not being given the opportunity to show up the way that they want to show up. And you're hurting the child. You're hurting the child. Yes, you might be hurting him, but your child's your first priority, not him. Let him go. Let him go. Set yourself free and focus on the child. What's important right now? Is it you getting revenge? Is it you always having one up on him? Is it you always having the last say? Is it always because you want to be in control? Alright, a lot of it is about being in control. You wanting to be in control and navigate how things go. Navigate when he can see the child. Navigate when they can speak. Navigate when he can come. Like, why? Why don't do it? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. It's not fair. It's not fair. The world is already a hard place, and you don't want your child to grow up and realize that it was you. Realize that it was you that was the problem. Realize that it was you that was making it so hard, okay? And childhood is some of the most important days of a person's life, okay? So you have to really think about what you're showing that child, okay? What behaviors they might learn, what behaviors they might pick up, what patterns they might pick up, all right, that might affect them as they're growing up. Like, you don't know what impact you're having on your child by being the way that you are, okay? And you've just got to let this go. You've got to let it go. You've got to do better. No judgment, okay? But once you know better, you've got to do better. And for some people watching this might not be the first time that you've been told that you're making it hard, you've been complicated, you're making it difficult, you've been a fool. Like, you know, like, don't come for me because this ain't my business, but I'm talking about the business. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Some of you mums are going to extreme lengths, okay? Making extreme efforts to make it hard. Going to extreme lengths. Really, a lot of the time, what you really want is a reaction. You want a reaction, you want an argument, you want some sort of animosity, you want the drama, all right? You want the reaction, okay? You want to be in control of the situation. I'm saying let it go. Let it go, okay? Let it go. Like, why do you want that? All right? You're hurt, you're bitter, you're upset, you're angry. Deal with it, okay? Find healthy ways to deal with it, healthy outlets, speak to friends, speak to family. And you know what, some of your friends and family might not be the best influences, okay, but you need to find a way to let this go, find a way to forgive, and always put your child first in any decision that you're making. And it might feel like I'm judging, all right, it might feel like I'm telling people what to do, but maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. All right. Don't come for me. Okay. This is out of love. But also, if you don't feel like this is you, then you shouldn't be upset. And why are you here? Men do get a hard time, and some men do need a hard time, right? Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. And like, men be trying. Men be trying out here. Men be trying out here. Another thing as well, like if you and your child or children's dad aren't together, all right, and you're living in separate homes, you have to already think about it like this. That's already a broken home within itself, okay? You might have a new partner, okay, who is a positive male role model in the house, okay? If your child's biological dad isn't a risk to the child, is trying to make effort, is trying to do all of those positive things, right? Why? Just why? Why? Don't do it, man. I'm tired. Maybe it's because I'm chatting business that ain't mine. Like, children are so innocent. I believe that children would love to see their parents getting along, love to see their parents communicating, love to see their parents, like, imagine your child growing up and having memories of mum and dad not being together for whatever reason, but getting along, communicating, showing up to parents' evening, showing up to important events. What memories do you want your child to have of their upbringing, okay? And I'll leave it there, okay? It's not my business, but I've been in the business. I've been in the business today, you know. I went in the business today. Listen, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I don't know how you feel. Like I said, like, it's out of love, okay? Because all my videos are about breaking cycles, creating new habits, and just being a better version of yourself. And children are important, okay? Men are important. Everyone's important, okay? And whether you're a mum or a dad, both parties play an important role in children's life. And you might think, oh, why are you not aiming this video at dads? Because YouTube shows me that the majority of people that watch my videos are females. So I gotta come for you guys, okay? Like, maybe the men be watching this, but I don't know. But I have to talk to my women. I have to talk to my ladies, all right? I have to talk to my ladies. So guys, listen, thank you for coming through. I know it was a bit of a controversial topic, but sometimes it's gotta be done, okay? I don't know who else is speaking about this, okay? But hopefully my approach wasn't toxic. I know that my approach wasn't toxic, okay? I know my approach wasn't to bring about drama. It was just a place of love, and hopefully you've taken something from this. If you are that person, maybe you're not going to leave any comments because you're going to be vexed with me, but just give it a like anyway, you know, just, you know, a little If you're happy to subscribe, do that, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you haven't already, watch my video on being addicted to validation and approval, or you can watch my video on how to overcome regrets. Holla. I'll be dropping YouTube videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and catch me over at Spotify, where every Sunday I'm dropping voice notes. Like, I gotta talk. So guys, you don't want to miss out. Holla.